So you understand the importance of good SEO. But how does that apply to Pinterest? How can you take advantage of Pinterest's algorithm by feeding it everything that it's looking for so that you can get more engagement, more followers, and more link clicks to get more people wherever it is that you're trying to drive that traffic? My name's Jason, and today we're going to be talking about Pinterest SEO. Hey there, my name's Jason Wheeler, and today we are going to be talking about Pinterest SEO. But first, hit that subscribe button and that bell so that you can get notified every time that I make more videos just like this one. And if you make it to the end and you like what you saw, hit the like button. That'd really help me out. I'd really appreciate it. And leave me a comment letting me know what part of this video helped you out the most, or if there was something that you wished would have been in it that wasn't. These comments are going to be the best source of information that I'm going to be getting so that I can know what's working, what's not working. That way I know how to help you guys out the most. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let's get into it. So first up with Pinterest SEO, we are going to have 4 main areas that we're going to be focusing on. One is going to be your pin's title. The next one's going to be your pin description, then your tags or hashtags, and finally number 4 is going to be the text that is in your overlay on top of your image, if you choose to put text on your image, and I highly recommend that you do that. So number 1, the title. Let's jump on the computer here and I'll show you a few different things that you need to be thinking about when you're crafting your titles so that you can get the maximum amount of engagement on Pinterest. Okay, so here we are inside of one of my Pinterest accounts. This is a site called Smartest Brides that my wife and I created, and here is a pin. Here's a pin that links to an article that we wrote on that blog, and this is about, as you can see, the best wedding venues in Michigan. Okay, so here is our title. This is why that is our title. If we click on this pin, it's linked directly to the best wedding venues in Michigan. Pretty simple, but you need to do that. You need to make sure that the keyword phrase that's in your title matches the keyword phrase that your article or whatever piece of content, whether it's driving somebody to a piece of content on an application that you have, or anywhere, those two pieces of content need to be related. The pin needs to match the content. Easy stuff, but I do need to cover it. That's number 1, title. And number 2 is going to be your pin description. Now you have 500 characters max that you can utilize in this pin description, and there's a few different things that you can do to really boost up your SEO inside of your pin description to let Pinterest know what it's about. So let's jump back on the computer and I'll walk through a couple of those things. Okay, so number 2 is going to be your pin description. So as you can see here, we have our description. You have up to 500 characters that you can utilize to create a really SEO friendly, keyword rich description. So as you can see here, our title, what we're going for is best wedding venues in Michigan. Let's just scan through this description real quick. If you're hosting your wedding in Michigan and you're looking for wedding venues, there are affordable places that will fit your needs. You can find many beautiful indoor and outdoor venues to choose from. Go for a venue that matches both you and your partner's personalities. If you like what you see, be sure to save this pin to your wedding planning board so you don't lose it. Now, notice that little piece on the end there too. Well, I'm going to go back and talk a little bit more about the first section of the description, but if you like what you see, be sure to save this pin to your wedding planning board so you don't lose it. Another aspect of SEO and Pinterest is getting people to save your pins. these are good signals to Pinterest that people like your pin. So the more people that you have saving your pin, unfortunately I only have one here, but that is a good signal. The more people that save your pin, it used to be called a repin, but now they call it save. So the more people that save your pins, the more Pinterest is going to show your pins to other people because they're getting those good signals. The more times that people click on the link in your pin to visit the article, 11 on this one so far, those are also more good signals. But as far as the description, you can see we're going after wedding venues in Michigan. We said wedding in Michigan, just the word Michigan. Let's see, what else? Wedding venues, affordable prices, affordable places, indoor and outdoor venues. So these are a bunch of different things that people are actually searching for on Pinterest in relationship to wedding venues. So how do we go about getting the information? How do we go about getting all the keywords or keyword phrases that people are searching for in Pinterest? Well, let's go over and I will show you that right now. Alrighty, so here we are on the homepage of Pinterest, and what we're going to be using to get all of our keywords and our keyword phrases that people are actually searching for on Pinterest specifically is the trusty rusty Pinterest search bar. Now you might be familiar with tactics very similar to this, which is auto suggest in Google. We're just going to be using that same exact tactic of auto suggest inside of Pinterest. So what you do is you just take your keyword phrase or part of it, some of your keywords, best wedding venues in Michigan. We could type something like wedding venues or wedding venues in Michigan, or the entire keyword phrase, and then we're just going to come up with different variations of that phrase. We're going to type in, let's say, wedding venues. Wedding venues. And you can already see outdoor, indoor, beach. These are things that people are actually searching for on Pinterest. You need to be having a notepad open or a Google Keep, something, pad of paper and pen, writing down these extra keywords that you're gonna be using to in association with this pin. So let's see, A. Okay, Arizona. B. Barn. Barn rustic. Ballroom. C. You're just literally going through the alphabet. In Texas and Florida. Now the next thing, aside from just utilizing this search bar and coming up with different variations, running through the alphabet and taking down other keywords, let's just go ahead and hit enter, and you're going to jump right over here where it says all pins. Come down here, hit all pins. Now look at this. Pinterest, it just populated all of the other keywords that people are searching for in association with wedding venues. This is fantastic. And it does it in order of most searched. So they're putting the most relevant keywords in order in conjunction with this keyword phrase. This is just gold right here as far as SEO is concerned, and it's specific to this platform. So this is really the number one way that I like to go about getting my other keywords for my pin. So ideas: outdoor, barn, rustic, indoor, Florida, California, Michigan, and then you just come over here and click over here. Unique, cheap, small. Just start writing down a handful of these 5 or 10 of these keywords, and those are going to be the keywords that you're going to put into your description. Remember, write for people. Don't write for a computer. Keep it natural. Stick as many of these keywords in as you can within those 500 characters, but keep it natural. You might get 2, you might get 3, 4, 5 keywords in a description while still being able to keep it written for a person. So that's the number one way of going about getting really great keywords for awesome SEO for pins. And number 3 is going to be your hashtags. So the hashtags are really just going to be some keywords or very short keyword phrases that are going to be highly associated with whatever your topic is, whatever your title is, whatever that, say, article or piece of content's about. Those are going to be very highly related keywords or very short keyword phrases. And there's a couple different ways that we can go about utilizing Pinterest to get some of those really, really great keywords that people are searching for specifically on the Pinterest platform. So let's go back to the computer and I'll show you exactly how to do that. Alright, and now number 3 are your hashtags. And this is very simple. You've already done the work by doing the keyword research with the Pinterest search bar, and now all you're going to do is take some of those keywords that you got that people are searching for in relation to your main keyword phrase, in this case wedding venues or wedding venues in Michigan, and you're just going to throw them as hashtags down below. You're just going to throw the hashtag, the word, no space, next hashtag, next word, and Pinterest is going to know where to break those hashtags, those keywords or those hashtags up from one to the next by that hashtag, and just like other platforms. Those hashtags are very simple, but make sure you throw in 4, 5, 6 hashtags to help Pinterest out to know exactly what this pin's about. If you need to extend your description a little more, sometimes you need to shave off some hashtags. So just get as many as you can with still making a really nice description. And number 4 is going to be the text that's in the overlay over top of your image. Now, Pinterest does have the capability of reading text on images. So it's important what text that you put on there, so that you're just doing one more step to help Pinterest understand exactly what that pin's about. That way when somebody searches for content that's related to whatever your article's about, whatever your pin's about, that way Pinterest can serve that pin to that person. So it's really, really easy. Generally the rule is whatever is in your title of your pin is going to go somewhere in your overlay. Whatever that main keyword is or main keyword phrase, that's going to go in your overlay so that Pinterest knows exactly what it is that pin's about. It's really straightforward and easy. Very simple concept. Whatever's in your title needs to be in your overlay somewhere. And that's it. So now you know the 4 main pillars of SEO as far as Pinterest is concerned. And those 4 pillars are the title, the description, the hashtags, and the text in the overlay on your image. So my challenge to you is to go right now, leave YouTube, go to, let's say, Canva, and make a pin for Pinterest. Now, if you're not sure how to use Canva to make awesome pins, I'll put a link in the description below to a video where you can learn everything that you need to know to make really awesome images for Pinterest. Now, when you're making that image, make sure that you use that number 4 pillar that I told you about, which is the text in the overlay on that image. If you have, let's say, an article on your website that you want to drive traffic to, make sure that you take your main keyword or keyword phrase and put that somewhere in the overlay on that image when you create it. Then go to Pinterest, upload the image that you created, come up with a nice keyword rich title, a nice keyword rich description, and a bunch of hashtags with the keywords or keyword phrases in them. Go do that. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to catch you in the next one. See ya.